What is up? I'm your vegan food explorer, and I just got delivered our Sainsbury's shop. It's Sunday afternoon, and we've got our Sainsbury's shop for the whole week ahead. And I thought suddenly, before I started putting it away, I thought it'd be an awesome example to show you what the hell does a vegan buy in a supermarket. So we're going to go through everything. It's all literally been emptied out of the boxes and dumped on here. So we're just going to go through it line item by line item and see what we've got. Let's go.
Please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome vegan content.
So before I get into going through the packaging, I just wanted to say, so this shop cost us, so there's two of us, and it cost us about £100, and it will last us a bit over a week. So I think that's probably pretty pricey. And believe me, about 5 or even 2 years ago, I would spend a lot less on my shopping. But I actually probably bought the same items. I just bought either different brands, or you'll see there's a lot of Sainsbury's organic. I buy organic food because essentially we spend our disposable income, like our entertainment and things like that, is food. So that's what we spend our money on. So if you see this and you're on a budget, which let's face it, we all are, but if you're on a tighter budget or you just want to save money, then easy. Don't buy the organic stuff and don't even buy branded stuff. Cannellini beans, you can easily buy dirt cheap in a can for about 20p. Also, most of this stuff is cheap anyway. But things like tomatoes, stuff like that, you're just going to see. Just buy the own brand. Normally it's exactly the same and costs so much less. Don't get caught up on the brand names. Sometimes you can, and if you want to spend that money, then it's great. But I just wanted to say you could easily do this shop on much cheaper, or potentially go into a cheaper supermarket like Asda as well. It's going to be a massive saver for you. We do our online shop. Why do we do that? Time is money, as I always say. Not so much for me, but time is really important. And if you can get an online shop you can buy them for £1 these days. You can also get the pound ones where they're green for Sainsbury's. So they do the ones where they're shopping in your local area. You just have to be around for longer. So I think you get a 4-hour period. So do it in an evening, in the week when you're going to be at home anyway. Bob's your uncle, you're going to get it. Saves loads of time. You don't have to drive anywhere. It saves, a whole Saturday or Sunday afternoon messing around with loads of people. I really recommend it. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's get it happening. We're going to go through each of these foods. I'll tell you a bit why we bought them and what it is. And yeah, let's go.
Okay, so it is a little bit of a mess around here, but you can already see loads and loads of colour. We've got some really interesting food here, and hopefully it gives you a bit of inspiration on what you can buy for vegan food. The variety that you can get, different options. I've got food here that we're going to cook from scratch, but I've also got a lot of food that I've got. It's still technically, I guess, from scratch, but I buy it because in the week, for my lunches, I just don't really like. I've done food prep in the past, but I find it really hard at the moment. I just like having really simple, healthy food that I can cook really quickly. So a lot of the things, we're currently doing the Joe Wicks. It's Joe Wicks meal plan, and I just eat the dinners from it because they give you really good ideas, super easy. They're all completely 100% plant-based and really fresh and super healthy. So definitely recommend it. But let's kick it off with my breakfast. We're going to go over here. Weetabix protein. These are plant-based protein. I really rate these. Pretty cheap. They're on offer at the moment, but it kickstarts my day with a load of protein. Some people are going to freak out because this has vitamin D in, which is not verified from a vegan source, but I've done a video before, so look it up. But basically, I personally follow the advice of PETA and the Vegan Society that advise that you don't worry about vitamin D. If you can avoid it, try to, but if you can't, don't. And loads of reasons why. But yeah, check out my other posts on that. Then let's just go through it. So start off, olive oil. We like olive oil for our cooking. It's especially this one. It's really good for doing for high heat cooking. This Classico one. So very nice and quite healthy. I think of all the different oils, you can get various sorts. Dash water. This is my wife's. It's just like super low calorie fizzy water that just tastes a bit nicer. So it's nice to have throughout the day or after work when you just need something a bit of flavour. Spices, absolutely love the Sainsbury's spices. Get their own brand. It's exactly the same as like Schwartz and everything, in my opinion. Ground nutmeg, love that. That's going to be going in a lot of the Joe Wicks stuff. Really, really useful. So these are my vice. These are my cigarettes, essentially. These are metaphorically, these are the things I absolutely love. Cherry tomatoes, just organic ones. These are like just the best cherry tomatoes on the planet, so they're absolutely amazing. Gotta get them. We put them in loads of different food, and you can just snack on them whenever you go in the fridge. Get a few packs of that. Then you've got spinach. Spinach goes in loads of our stuff. This is really, really good. It's so easy to eat. I eat handfuls of it, but I also have it with my lunch, which we'll go into in a second. And I also have a smoothie actually with this and kale. I have this, kale, chia seeds, banana, frozen fruit, and then some coconut water. I found it online and I absolutely rate it. Spinach is a good source of loads and loads, absolutely crap ton of nutrients and vitamins, and also has a bit of calcium in, so I like to get that. Even though people say sometimes the calcium from this is a bit harder to absorb, it still has it in nonetheless, and it has loads of other good stuff. So just get some of that, and just literally you just grab a handful, chuck it in whatever food, most savoury food it goes really well with. Fruit and veg. So we have loads of veg here. We have a cauliflower, we have courgettes, really, really nice, very meaty flavour these. Then we have a red cabbage, looks like it's ice cold or sweating, not sure, but this is really, really nice. Chop this up and it all goes kind of like flaky, and you put it into a stir fry, something like that, absolutely great. Mushrooms, again, just get any sort and add them to your dish. You absolutely will not regret it. Meaty, super flavourful, and honestly, I recommend you download this app called Chronometer, and it's completely free on iPhone, Android, and if you just type in your food for the day, and if you find the right things when you type in your food, it will tell you how much of the nutrients they've got in it, so you can start to see where the gaps are in your diet. I've done it for my old meat-eating diet, and I've done it for my new diet, and honestly, the vegan diet absolutely smashes it out of the park. I was missing on some things, no more than I was on the meat eater, but it just helped me to fill that gap. So that's one of the reasons why I ate spinach, and I also added, what did I add to my diet as well? Something which is coming up. Beans. If you're vegan, get the beans. We'll go into that in a second. Right, these are my secret weapon as well. I buy 2 packs of these a week. I do have them, they're about 220 calories, and these are my ultimate. I keep these sometimes on my way with work, and I chuck a whole pack in my bag, because if you're ever stuck, have 2 of these and that's lunch. It's not the most, nutritious, but it is pretty damn nutritious, and it keeps you going. It's got 9 grams of protein in each. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and it has some manganese, different things like that. It's got soya in there, and some oats, so that it absolutely keeps you going. I also carry these when I go to the gym for a big session, because if I'm hungry, I just smash one of these. Super cheap, and really, these are like make you a bulletproof vegan if you have these in your bag. Absolutely epic. Also at work, they're just so easy. 200 calories, and you can eat it whilst on the phone, whilst on your laptop. Absolutely epic. I think they cost about two quid for a pack, which is a bargain. They're always on offer, and they've got loads of great things for the planet on there, etc, etc. Really, really good. Right, before we get to some more fun stuff, we'll just go through the super healthy. Actually, no, we've had enough healthy stuff. Let's go to the really delicious stuff. Violife Epic Mature Cheddar flavour. You can buy this in a block. This, to me, in my opinion, and I am your vegan food explorer, and I've eaten an absolute ton of vegan cheeses, from the big brands to the small brands to the brands you've never heard of, and this is the best vegan cheese out there, in my opinion. It's cheddar flavour. You've got to get the Epic Mature. It's from Violife. It's absolutely amazing. This, we're going to sprinkle on some food this week. I think we've got maybe their aubergines, where we're going to roast them, and then you put the cheese on. Absolutely amazing, but you can use it for anything. Really, really good. Highly, highly rate it. You have to have this in your cupboard if you like cheese and you're vegan. And if anyone ever says to you, I could never go vegan because I can't eat cheese, just throw this in their faces and they will understand. Baby corn, again, more vegetables, carrots, good for your eyesight, all of that good stuff. Really, really easy. Just, look, we've got a whole mix. We've got some organic, but sometimes if you just need to save a bit of money, get some non-organic stuff. It's absolutely fine. Spinach, 3 bags. I wasn't lying. We've got so much stuff of it. Right, blueberries, great for your brain. These are, what do they call them? They're superfood. They're everything. Absolutely amazing. I have these with my Weetabix protein. If you have Weetabix protein, a few of those, bit of soy milk, a handful of these, I mean, you're going to be feeling the best you've ever felt. If you don't like breakfast, you'll love this. It's so good. If you want a bit of sugar, have a little bit of sugar sprinkled on the top. But my word, if some people, they miss breakfast and go, oh, I don't really like breakfast, I promise you, it just means you're not having a good enough breakfast, in my opinion. And so make it a good one. Have some lovely blueberries and Weetabix. Doesn't have to be organic, like I said. Absolutely great. Strawberries, they're a must-have, aren't they? It's coming into summer. Got to get some strawberries. I'm not sure what we're having those for. Probably just snacking on them, but really, really nice. Just diversify your diet. Have some fun, and that's the thing with shopping online. You can just buy, you can see the things that you maybe would have missed. And I personally think I save a lot more money shopping online because I'm more likely to go out and find what I actually want as opposed to seeing something shiny on the shelf and just buying it, which I often do. Cannellini beans. Yeah, beans, absolutely epic. I'm going to go on to it actually now. For my lunch, I have jacket potatoes, and I'm a lazy so-and-so, so I bought these McGain jackets. I laughed at people that would buy these before because essentially they're just jacket potatoes, but they are frozen, and I sometimes don't know when I'm going to be at home or in the office. And so I love to have these in the freezer, and I cook one of those, and then I get the gold standard of baked beans, these organic baked beans from Heinz. And people say, oh, you're so posh, you have organic food. I think these cost about 90p. I mean, 90p is dirt cheap for the best of the best beans that you can possibly buy. Amazing. And tomatoes, absolutely epic. And yeah, it's worth the money because you're investing in your body. But if you don't, I mean, you can get a pack of 4 from Sainsbury's for the own brand for about 20p or something. So you can easily do this meal super cheap. I have this pack of beans, 1 potato, and then I have spinach with it. And my word, if you track that in Chronometer, you'll see it's an absolutely epic lunch. Tofu, we live on tofu. Absolutely love it. We have tofu, we have seitan, we have tempeh, we have everything. But this week, we're clearly having tofu. Oh, Mickey's joined the party. I can show you his dinner later. Much more simple, but he is a connoisseur of his food, as we know. But tofu, absolutely great. We buy it from the tofu company because sometimes you can get the smoked one as well. But I really rate the Sainsbury's organic one. It's super cheap. I think it's about $1.99 for a pack. But this one, if you buy in volume, it's probably a little bit better. So yeah, how many have we got? Here you go. I said we love tofu. We've got 4 packs of the XL. That is serious. Serious going. Right, what's next? Peppers, love them, all the colours of the rainbow. We definitely stick to that in our house, trying to eat the whole rainbow. Really, really good. So peppers, we'll slice those up in stir fries, everything. Peppers are absolutely epic. Bananas, these are a big mainstay in my house. Along with the Trek bars, I always like to keep bananas by hand because if I'm running out suddenly at work, I need to go into the office or I need to go on a shoot, etc., then I just chuck a couple of these in my bag. Again, organic. You're going to say, whoa, he's so up his own bum because he's buying all organic. Not at all. These, I think, cost about £1 for 6. It's just, pick some foods which are really simple and you can get organic, which is the highest quality for really, really good value. Right. Sorry, Mickey's just going through the cat food. I've been making a bit of a meal for it and he's put me off. Right, Alpro. I buy Alpro soy milk for our cereal because it has, again, I'm going to go on about calcium, but calcium is something I do find a little bit harder to get enough of as a vegan, and this has it added in. So I think if I drink 300 millilitres, it's basically, about 50%, well, 45%. I have a little bit more in my tea and coffee, so about 50% of my calcium all done before I've even, just after I finish my lunch. Absolutely perfect. I really like the Alpro soya. I like it with a bit of sugar. You can get the unsweetened one, but personally, I mean, life's too short. You've got to enjoy yourself a little bit, haven't you? I don't mind at all the it's like Sainsbury's own version, but I think we just got we like Alpro, so we just kind of bought that, but nothing wrong at all with the Sainsbury's own. I think it's super duper cheap. Lidl, I think they do like a 50p one. Absolutely outrageous. Tastes really nice actually, so I definitely recommend that. What else have we got? Right, we're coming to the end now, but we've got some, what's this? Oh yeah, sorry, I remember ordering this. So we need some feta. So we've got this Greek style vegan cheese. It was actually a little bit hard to find because I couldn't find the right words because they can't call it feta because it's not feta. And feta is like a protected it's a thing. It's an actual thing. You can't just call your brand, your food feta. It has to be from certain regions and different things like that. So we got this. I had to search Greek style. So we've had this before and it's really, really nice. It's just like a block of cheese. Definitely recommend it. And again, fortified with calcium. What could be better? I think it's made from coconut oil sometimes. Coconut oil. Coconut oil, really rate it. Pop it into some salads, absolutely epic, like the little picture there. Right, we're coming to the end, as we said before. Lemons, spice of life. When I was, a few years ago, if I saw in a recipe, add a squeeze of lemon, I'd go, I don't need lemon. Yes, you do. Makes a hell of a change, honestly. Add a squeeze of lemon into some dishes. It can absolutely change it and make you feel like a cooking god or goddess. Apples, absolutely love these. Royal Gala, organic ones again, they're absolutely amazing. A little bit smaller, but I think the flavour is amazing. Then we got some lettuce, which we just chuck together with the tomatoes for a side salad. If you feel like you haven't had enough like vitamins and all of that good stuff in the day, just make a little salad and just smash it down. Honestly, it sounds a bit like, eat a salad, but if you make a really nice salad, it's really good, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just some of that, sliced up pepper, bit of spinach and tomato, absolutely delicious. You'll really, really love it, and you'll feel great afterwards as well. What's next? Blanched almonds. I have no idea what these are for. Probably just chop them up and then sprinkle them on top of a stir fry or something like that. Great. What have we got here? Coconut oil. So I was talking about oil earlier. Really like coconut oil. I think they say, because when you heat oils, some oils to a very high temperature, they can get quite dangerous and be really quite unhealthy. Coconut oil, I believe, is very stable at high heats and is actually quite healthy. So definitely recommend that. It's not too expensive if you find the right one. Some can be super duper expensive, but I'm hoping this one wasn't that expensive. I think it's Sainsbury's. So Sainsbury's own version. They have, obviously a competitor they're very similar to, which is quite expensive. Right, we've got two more things. Edamame beans, lovely. Oh, these look really nice. I thought these were peas actually. Yeah, definitely. It's the age-old thing. Loads of people back in the day, they go, frozen food, it's so bad. It really isn't. It can actually be better than non-frozen food because they literally will take this, pick them, or however they process them, take them out, then freeze them. And you've seen the adverts when they say lock in the freshness. Literally, that is what they're doing. Locks it in, so these can be perfect, as opposed to potentially, like these peppers or whatever, or bananas. They've been shipped from somewhere, or hopefully not shipped, but driven from somewhere. And it's a few days after when they'd actually be perfect to eat. So you get loads of nutrients in there. Really, really good. More tins of baked beans. Absolutely love them. And then lastly but not least, it is vegan. I assume it's vegan, plant-based. Hopefully all of these sorts of things are vegan. But yeah, Ecover, non-bio-laundry. Really, really rate it. Not expensive at all. Smells great. Looks great. Love the bottle. Absolutely epic.